So yeah, this is what the skirt is looking like. I'm going to keep it aside, then bring back the top part. I'll place the center front this way, then place the side front on it, right side to the right side. This is the fashion fabric here because you can see the wording. Then I'm going to just go ahead and join half inch, following the curve I have here, and it's easier for me to work with the side front. If it's easier for you to just place the center front on top, go ahead and do it. But this is easier for me. So I'll place the side front here too on this other side, match up the under bust notch, and then go ahead and join. I'll repeat the same thing here with the lining, and after that, this is what we have. I'm yet to iron or even trim because there's something I want to show you. You know, something we usually do with our bustiers on this channel. So this is the lining, this is the fashion fabric, and then what I'm going to do here now is to go ahead and trim before we go ahead and iron. But this is what it's looking like before ironing and before trimming off the excess that you're supposed to trim off. So you're going to take out this part. Since you're already stitched down, it's just going to stop where you're supposed to stop. Like the stitch you have there is going to just hold it from just pulling all through. So you're going to pull this part, take out the excess on this side, this same half-inch allowance. Just take out the wording there, take it up, and if it's proving difficult, just go ahead and place your hot iron on just on the allowance so that it will soften it, and then you just take out the wording. And after taking it or pulling it up like this, you're going to gently trim it off. You're trimming very close to your stitches, but not do not cut through your stitch line. Please just go ahead and trim very close so that that part will be flat after ironing. So you're going to do it on the four sides, yeah, and after you're done, that's when you now go ahead and notch on the curviest part. Yeah, just go ahead and notch on the curviest part. You're going to have something like this afterwards. First, I'll notch on the under bust very close to my stitches, then notch on this curviest part, repeat the same thing on the lining, then go ahead and iron. I'll press open the seam lines, and with the help of my bust arm, I'm going to be pressing the this other curvy part so that my bustier doesn't come out flat. And after doing that, this is now what it's looking like. You can see that it's neater, and yeah, it's curvier like this. This is what the inside is looking like, and I repeated the same thing with the lining. I forgot to mention that you're supposed to do your keyhole before all of this. Please, just as you have your center front pattern, just go ahead and do your keyhole like that before you join the side front to it. That's like before you curve your bustier. Please, I forgot. I totally forgot, and it was quite a struggle doing it like this. But yeah, I hope you're not repeating the same mistake I did and not doing this part that I'm doing now. You're supposed to do your keyhole before curving your bustier. So you just watch and see how you're going to sew the keyhole, and then you do that before curving the bustier and not now. I'm just going to show you how to go about it. Yeah, so that it's easier for you. Remember I said this was quite hard or quite difficult because it's no longer smooth after curving out the bustier. But yeah, I'm still going to try my best to lay it flat here. Make sure that the fabric is flat underneath and is not folding anywhere so that it won't affect my measurement afterwards. Then I'll go ahead and pin it down just as you can see me do it here. Again, you're also supposed to place the black this thing that was supposed to go from the neckline all the way down. The black fabric, yeah, the 2 inches wide. You're supposed to place it where you want it to be on the neckline, just on the midpoint of the neckline, all the way to the down part. But yeah, you're going to be sewing first. Sew your around your neckline with your half-inch allowance. Same half-inch I said you should add to your neckline. Go ahead and sew round using that half-inch allowance. After sewing it round, then you now go ahead and sew the keyhole. That's the best way and the easiest way to go about it. Sew your neckline round first so that it's just uniform, it's just parallel. Like after you're done, one part will be shorter than the other part and the other part longer than the other part. So yeah, you go ahead and do it like that. Now let me show you how to go about the black fabric that was supposed to go from the neckline down. So what you're going to do is to notch the midpoint of the waistline, yeah, fold it into two like this, and then you notch. Then you also notch on the lining, notch on the skirt, both the fashion fabric and the lining, like you see me doing it here, yeah. and then you are going to place the fashion fabric to the fashion fabric, like the top part to the skirt, midpoint to the midpoint, then you pin it down. You pin it down just in a way it will be easier for you. Then you're going to repeat the same thing with the lining too. Since you already have the midpoint on both the top part and the skirt, you're going to just place the midpoint to the midpoint, yeah, right side to the right side. Then you're going to pin it down so that it will be easier for you to just work with it. Go ahead and join with your half inch, do the same thing on the fabric, and then you go ahead and join the black fabric. Basically, since I said you should do it the easiest way, you're going to join that black fabric, just place it on the midpoint of your neckline on the center front of this top part, yeah. Then you do your keyhole before you join your bustier. That's it. Because even now I have not stitched down the black fabric, yeah. But yeah, after doing that, I had to take off the paper. Then what I'm going to do now is to notch round the neckline. I'll first give it a good notch, very close to my stitches, but I'm not cutting through the stitch line. Do you understand? After that, I will now go ahead and carefully trim out the keyhole. Okay. If you want to, you can make your neckline thin. It will be easier for you that way, and it will make it flatter with the keyhole spacing. I don't know if you get, but yeah. Now I'm going to be trimming very close to my stitch line on the keyhole. That's like about 0.125. Just very close to the stitches I have here on the keyhole, but I'm not cutting through it. And after that, I'll notch on these three corners so that it will be flat when I turn it to the right side. Do you understand? I will just go ahead and repeat the same thing on this other one, this other keyhole. Make sure you notch on the three corners so that they come out flat and neat afterwards. So now I'm going to just turn it to the right side. Then after that, I'll go ahead and give it a good press. And after that, this is what it's looking like. Remember I said I have not top stitched on the black fabric that's going from the neckline. You only adding it so that it goes into the neckline, and yeah, it comes out neat. That's the only thing. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to just place my fashion fabric like this. That's like my dress like this, and then go ahead and top stitch on both sides. And after doing that, I will now go ahead and match up my lining and then the fashion fabric on the down part first. I've sewn the neckline. I'll now go ahead and sew the down part, and after sewing the down part, I'll now go ahead and sew the sides. You first sew your neckline, you sew the down part, and then you sew the sides, and that's how you're going to repeat it with the back too. So after that, after doing that and giving it a good press, this is what I have, and you can see how neat and beautiful this is coming out. I'm loving it already. So the next thing we are going to do now is to pass the pearls on the keyhole intervals. Do you understand? So you're going to be needing your hand needle and your thread. Here I have about 4 strands. First I had 8 strands, so I had to remove that and pass another strand, like it's 4 strands in total. Then I'll be using this size here against this other smaller size. Okay, how you did your neckline depends on the size you're working with, but I'm using this other size because yeah, I took out a bit, just the same size of the pair from the neckline, from the keyhole. I don't know if you get, but yeah, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to pass your needle here from the wrong side or from the inside on the first keyhole point or tip. Then you come out on the right side like this. You come out like this, then you go in again and then knot it firmly on the wrong side. Do you understand? Then you come out again on the right side. I hate that this is not showing really well on the camera, and I apologize for that. Then you're going to take your pair, slide it into your needle, then you're going to just pass it on this other tip here inward, and then you come out on the other keyhole tip. It's very simple. I understand. I know that you understand what I'm doing here now. Okay, so once you're done with that, you're also going to pass your pair into the needle like this, and then you're also going to pass your needle into this tip inwards and come out on this other keyhole tip. You get the memo now, right? Yeah. So you're going to just repeat that until you get to the other end. Pass your pearl, you pass your needle on one of the keyhole tip, then inwards and come out on the other tip. Then you pass your pair, just basically repeat what you see me doing here. It's very easy, it's not even hard. And I like this method because afterwards you're not going to be seeing knots, like thread knots here and there. This one is just neat. Yeah. And it's even less time consuming than the other one that you have to knot first, you cut your thread, you knot again, you cut your thread. This one is just straightforward. Then once you get to this part, you're now going to pass your needle inwards like we just started. You understand? After arranging the pearls and the neckline so that no part is rumpling or folding, you're now going to pass it inwards like this. Can you see? Can you see how I'm bringing out my needle? That's how you're going to do it. And then you make sure that your neckline is okay and that your thread is not knotting where is not necessary. It's not yet time to knot the thread. Then you're going to go in back, come out again on this tip, and then you're going to pass your needle into the pearl. Can you see? So once you arrange your thread where you pass into the pearl and then go come out again and then pass it into the tip. I just have to flip it so that it won't. I don't know how to do things on my left hand side. So yeah, I just have to flip it so that it's easier for me to just do it with my right hand side. So this is the wrong side of the fabric here. You are basically repeating the same thing we did the first time. You're passing, just make sure that your thread is not visible. That's it. You pass your thread into the keyhole tip, you come out, pass it into the pair, you go in again into the keyhole tip, just like that until you get to the other end. That's exactly what I did here. And like I say, this is just neat. It just looks like the pearls comes with the keyhole, like you didn't even use your needle and thread to knot it because it's not going to be visible. You won't see any black thread anywhere. It won't have to fall off. It's not going to fall off as long as you knot it nicely from the start and also on the finish. Yeah. So after that, this is what it's looking like. And once you're done arranging it again, just make sure you arrange it. It's quite time consuming, but not as time consuming as the other one. I've done this style before, so I know what I'm saying. And this one is neater. Then you're going to pass your needle into this part here, and then you knot it very well. This is where you just knot your needle. You have your neckline allowance, sewing allowance there. Just use that to your advantage. Knot it very well in a way that is not visible on the fashion fabric. And then you can even cut the strand of the thread long enough so that it goes into the armhole. When you're stitching the sleeve, you also stitch on that strand. It's not visible, nobody is going to see it, but yeah, it also helps to secure the pearls. Do you understand? So afterward, this is what it's looking like. You see that the neckline just comes out well. It's not excess anywhere, it's not gaping, it's not rumpling. Yeah. So this is what it's looking like after all of that. The next thing I'm going to do now is to just go ahead and turn the shoulder and bringing in the back pattern, which I already explained how you're going to go about it. The same way you go about the front. That's it. There's no keyhole on the back, so you're just turning your normal neckline. And I fixed my zipper, which is like the major part of my project. I hate to fix zipper, so once I fix my zipper, I feel like I'm already halfway done. So yeah, I'm going to turn the shoulder this way using the back lining. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Then afterward, this is what it's looking like. You're going to arrange your fabric and you see that the neckline comes out well. No part is gaping. Yeah, because we just use the same measurement we added as stitching allowance and everything comes out well. The next thing I'm going to do now is to trim out this armhole part, trim it nicely, just as you can see me do it here. And once you're done, you can even go ahead and match up the front and back armhole to see that none of them is longer or shorter than the other one. Then you're going to bring in your sleeve, which you already turned. It's very simple. You're using your lining to turn the fashion fabric, and afterward you top stitch to hold the fashion fabric and the lining together. Now you trim off the excess lining here on the top part. You get the midpoint like you see me doing it here. Fold it nicely, get the midpoint, and then now you're going to fix it to the armhole. This is the two sleeve. This is what they are looking like. I'm going to take one of them, take it to one of the armhole. Then I'm going to match it up midpoint to the midpoint. I already have the midpoint on the sleeve. And then I have the shoulder as the midpoint of the dress or the shoulder. So yeah, because we did the calculation right, this is what we have. You see how they're just aligned. I didn't cut out any part, and yeah, it just came out well. So yeah, go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. After that, you do your side seam, close the side seam, and then you go ahead and run the black fabric that was supposed to go around the waistline, and that's it for this tutorial. I hope you found it very helpful. I'll see you on my next one.